As we are discovering new things about ourselves as people and artists, we are constantly evolving at the same time. The two are so intrinsically tied together. They go hand in hand with each other, and each needs the other in order to achieve any desirable results. I think it's a part of life, but a fundamental part of our creative instinct or nature to be all that we are capable of becoming. Take a moment and think of where you are in your career or the profession you eventually plan to pursue. With the discoveries you make and the knowledge you gain, aren't you in some way evolving, expanding, or enlarging yourself, pushing the boundaries in order to find fuller or greater expression as an artist? We are always moving intensely, whether we're fully aware of it or not, towards greater expression as artists. It is an impelling force that as we keep evolving, experimenting, and even making mistakes, we cannot help but advance and become more proficient and skilled at what we do. Meryl Streep or Daniel Day-Lewis, two of the most accomplished actors of our time, didn't start out being the Meryl Streep or Daniel Day-Lewis we think of today. Take a look at how their careers, over a 30-year span, kept changing as they experimented and pushed themselves in a variety of roles, evolving as the artists that we so highly regard today. Take the art of filmmaking as another example. In the early days, it would have been a stretch of the imagination to believe a new art form was being created. At best, the early silent films were considered an entertainment or an amusing diversion, and most actors were reluctant to appear in them, feeling it was a huge come down from appearing in the legitimate theater. But with any art that is original and innovative, it goes through its growing pains. It has to go through its evolutionary and ever-changing and creative process in order to break existing boundaries and barriers to be able to advance and succeed. People like Thomas Edison, the Lumiere brothers, and George Méliès, and later Edwin Porter, Charlie Chaplin, D.W. Griffith, and Mack Sennett of the silent era were among the first to realize the potential of this emerging industry. But it was a process that took time to evolve and change, experimenting with different photographic techniques, camera angles, effects, and storylines. And as the demand for better filmed entertainment increased, the creative process accelerated at a startling pace. Just consider Griffith's Intolerance, an epic silent film of its time, was produced in 1950, but just 25 years later, just think about it, 25 years later, audiences were going to see Gone with the Wind and The Wizard of Oz. When all is said and done, there's no getting around it. Creativity is a process that keeps changing and evolving because the process itself is always impelled towards more expression, greater accomplishments, and higher levels of sophistication. There are no shortcuts when it comes to creativity. You're not going to find creativity for dummies on Amazon. The main point is, everyone who is creative by nature is involved in an ongoing, evolving creative process that always takes each of us from point A to B and onwards.